Diamond Director. Make some noise for Danien Feier.
Little steps done consecutively over time lead into a massive result in the future. I've heard this sentence once on a meeting, and it shaped my journey in network marketing. So my name is Danien Feier. I'm 33 years old. I live in Dubai. I'm originally from Germany, Frankfurt in the middle. Any Germans in the house? No? Okay. 3 of us. Herzlich willkommen. I saw network marketing when I was 18 years old, the first time. And in the beginning, it was one of those moments that it felt too good to be true. I am sure for some of you it was the same type of feeling when you saw network marketing the first time. I wasn't one of these people that are skeptical or that didn't believe it. My maximum fear was just, please let me not be dreaming. Because if this is real, I mean, who would not do this? They told me about products that I can help people with and I can generate income, but at the same time, I could build a team, help other people make money, help other people reach their friends and customers, and earn a royalty on top of that team. Not once, but for the rest of my life. And not only on the people that I spoke to, but their people as well, and their downlines as well, and there's technically a ripple effect which never ends. Now you tell me that doesn't sound too good to be true. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. And I think sometimes we just have to re-understand what we signed up for. It's the best frickin' business in the world. And I'm so proud to be here, and I'm so blessed you guys are here with me, and we're going to use these minutes wisely. I'm trying to give you a couple of things that helped me in my journey. And I think one of the most important things is where we are right now, we never see the full way. I mean, I'm sure we all have goals and dreams and targets that we want to reach, and beautiful ranks or incomes or amount of people we want to reach, or speaking on the stage, or whatever might be a goal for you. And we can't really see how can I do all that? But I want to tell you today, it doesn't really matter to see all the way through. It's enough you see the next steps. See, for me, building network marketing is a little bit like driving on a foggy road. You can't see all the way, but you can see the next few meters. And you can sit there in your car with the engine turned off and wonder, will there be a curve ahead if I take those 10 meters? How long is the road going to be? You know, which exit do I have to take? Is it going to be a bumpy road? Is it nice? You know, you can sit and wonder and you'll never have those answers. I mean, you can have other people telling you about it. They say, oh, it's no problem, you can do it, it's easy, just drive. But what I'm suggesting is, as long as you turn on this, start that engine and start driving, you will never really know. And the other thing is, I want you to have the confidence to understand that once you start driving, you'll figure it out. I think what stops most of us is just the fear that we're not good enough, or that maybe we don't know enough yet, or that we don't have all the skills yet, and that we're not prepared perfectly. But another real good quote is, and it's actually funny because I can't even quote it in English, I know it in German though. It's basically, there's no perfect preparation, there's only a start, you know? You have to start, and then over time, that's when you gain experience, and that's when you get better. So my inspiration for you today is to use this day as your kickoff, as your day to say, okay, this is going to be the day I'm changing what? My actions. I'm changing my input. I'm going to up my input. I'm going to get really, really serious about this business. I'm going to be the action. Because at the end of the day, if you look at the organizations, if you look at the leaders in the front row, if you look at all those people that inspire you, they have one thing in common. Even though they might be super different personalities, those are the people taking action. And the one thing that's stopping us is fear. And see, even the people that are very successful, they're afraid. I was afraid many times in my life in this business. But I think what you have to do is feel the fear and act anyways. You know, feel the fear and act anyways, and you will see right behind is not so scary anymore. You can handle it. You got it. You're good enough. And you have to understand this. While I was building my business all those years, I always had this feeling of, why is it not growing faster? Why is it so slow? Anybody ever had that? Like, come on, how can we speed up things, right? And I realized that this is only a temporary sensation that you have in this moment. In this moment, we think, oh my gosh, I wish all of this was resolved and we could do this and that, and we want it all to happen right now. But trust me, God has a plan, and all you have to do is keep moving. Keep moving every single day. Keep moving. Try to run, but if you can't, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl, but don't stop. That's important. You keep moving, because little steps consecutively done over time will lead to a massive, mind-blowing result in the future. And see, many people come up to me and they say, how did you do it? You know, what's the secret? How do you do it? And honestly, I wish I could give that answer, but I don't even know. I don't know how I did it. I'm just looking back and think, okay, what did I do? Is for sure I didn't stop. I worked every day since I signed up in this business. Every single day I spoke to someone. Every single day I kept moving forward. I kept looking for more people. I kept looking for better people. I kept looking within the organization for the sparks. And I made sure action was on the calendar. Now, what's the number one action in our business? I call it STP. Show the product, or it could be show the plan. But that's the money-making activity. That's the rainmaker activity. You have to show the product and you have to show the plan, and you can't complain. And I want to send you or explain you something that's also very, very important. In this business, we have to deal with a lot of emotion. Sometimes we get depressed a little bit, or we get a little bit unhappy, or we get a little bit angry, or we get a little bit anxious, or we feel that we don't know if we still got it, or something like this. And there is one solution to fix all of those negative energies. Do you want to know the solution? The fix of all the negativity, the fix of all the doubt, the fix of all the fear. There's only one thing: action. Isn't it amazing how when you make the invitations and you talk to people and you do presentations and you just gain energy, and it's amazing, and you're kind of like signing up yourself over and over again while talking to someone? But then once you stop doing the activity for a day, for 2 days, like that it's a week, like that it's a month, and all of a sudden you want to get back into recruiting, or you want to get back into doing the business, and it feels like so hard. Have you ever experienced that? It's crazy. In the moment you start retracting, all those fears and all those insecurities creep up again. Once you put in action, they disappear. It's unbelievable. You should try it. It really works. Okay? So make sure that you do not let a day pass by without action. And one of the things that I'm sure you've heard on this stage more than one time is never quit, right? Never quit. But what I learned over time building this business is that quitting doesn't simply mean resigning. See, when I heard never quit, I thought, okay, cool, sign up, just never quit, and you'll be successful. But the truth is, I've seen people in this business, 10 years in this business, not successful. They didn't quit. So how is that possible? Well, they didn't resign, but they quit on a daily basis. Because quitting is a daily choice. See, if there was a webcam following you around while you're doing your business last week, and if you could watch yourself, what would be the action that this webcam would capture? Imagine you were a top CEO of a network marketing company. How much would you pay yourself based upon the action that you put in over the last weeks or the last month? That's the real important questions. And sometimes I played a little game with myself. I was kind of like a little role play, okay? So I was thinking, okay, what if there was the mega company owners of this industry right there, and they were on a casting hunt, and they were looking, who's the #1 network marketer that we need? Who's the guy that we need to build the business? and I was acting like I've been watched. And I just worked and worked and worked and worked and worked. And I tried to be that person, just in a role play with myself. And it's amazing how much more we can do once we think somebody's watching us. The problem is we always think, no one's watching us. And we can just do it tomorrow. Oh, come on, let's do it next week. It's already late. Can I really still call this person? Is that person going to be bothered? What if I send another email today? Is that person going to be angry? There's so many reasons to just delay stuff. But I think the problem is, with that, is that there's an underlying lie. And that lie is, we got so much time. The problem is we think we got so much time, and it doesn't really matter. We can do it tomorrow, we can do it next week, we can procrastinate, no problem. Nobody's going to know. It's not an issue. There's a good movie right now. I think one thing all the leaders have in common is the sense of urgency. There's something about us that makes us unrest, if that makes sense. Hope that's a good English word. Like when I try to relax, I can do it for about 2 hours, and I start getting this feeling I have to do something. I got to keep moving. I don't know what it is, but I'm glad, thankful, and blessed to have this feeling inside of me. And if you have it somewhere, find it. Dig it out. You know, you have to get this inner drive that keeps you pushing forward to act on this business. And again, don't worry if you don't know everything. Just keep doing what you know how to do, and it'll lead you to the next steps, and the next steps, and the next steps. When I remember back when I started my business all these years back, 15 years ago, I didn't even have enough money to purchase a big package of products. I just bought the sign-up pack with like a paper contract back in the days, and one program, one protein shake weight loss program. And they told us we have to use the product. And I said, I can't eat that product. That's my only inventory. I have to sell it. So I purchased a protein bar pack for 14 bucks. And I rewarded myself for what? For action. When I put 1,000 paper flyers into mailboxes, don't do that today, but I did it back then, okay? Then I would grant myself to eat like a protein bar from my company. And it felt like magic. And I cut it with a fork and knife. And my sister was like, what are you doing? It's a protein bar. Just eat it. She's like, no, you don't understand. That was a lot of work to be able to eat this now, okay? So that's how it started. Can you imagine? And then all of a sudden, life changes. And then when it changes, you don't even realize it because you're busy working. You're busy building. You're busy helping people. You're busy traveling. You're busy following your dream and the dreams of other people. But then sometimes when you stop and you reflect back, and I even want to invite you to do that right now. You might not be there yet where you want to be. I mean, some of you are way farther than you ever dreamt of where you would be, just like me. But wherever you are, here's what's fascinating. Just look back where you came from. Just look back what you have already learned. Look back on how much you have already grown as a person. How much you have already formed your character. How many skills you have already learned. How many new amazing people you've already met. Think about what network marketing has already given you. Isn't this amazing? Isn't this amazing how this business is so rewarding even before we achieve all our dreams? I think it's the most unbelievable business in this planet and on this planet, and that's why we are supposed to live like that, share it like that, put that energy and put that action in as if it was the best business in the world, because it is. And see, sometimes when you work so hard, then you have that thought, or I had that thought, it's like, man, sometimes it feels like I'm working this business as if my life depends on it. And then I realize it kind of does. Because the life I want, I can only have in this business. And what I can recommend you maybe to do is try to dig deep when you look into your why, when you look into your dream. Look at the life you really want and find something that you can only achieve in this business. Because when you really find a dream that connects you with a drive, that lets you overcome fear and put in action every day, and you know that you can only obtain it by being successful in this business, You cut off all other option, and you'll be successful. And never forget, little steps consecutively done lead into a massive result in the future. Thank you so much.